Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator, and thank you so much for joining me. And today we are going over the Big Monsters mod. This one has been out for quite some time, a couple of years in fact, and I have had some people request that I look at this, and maybe I did some time ago, but we're going to look at it now. It is updated for 1.1. I'm on the latest version, or one of the latest versions, 1.1, and it seems to work. So what this mod does is it adds a lot of very, very difficult, quite frankly, terrifying challenges in regards to enemies to the game. So there's things like biter invasions, attacks from enemy groups of human soldiers, which are heavily armed, huge biters, many types, each one with its own special effects and weakness, huge worm attacks, a destructive volcano that will erupt and burn things around it, and the evil Spidertron. So it's really essential to have all types of damage when dealing with these things. Explosive, piercing, laser, fire, all these things, because everything obviously has different resistances and very high resistances and weaknesses. So adding some sort of mod to help with military strength would certainly be probably a good idea. For this demonstration, we're just in vanilla, and I'm going to kind of demonstrate some of it with the editor because it's hard to actually simulate like the biter invasions, but I can show you what types of things the mod adds. So I've placed some of them over here. We have this horrific thing here, this rock beast, which has an unbelievable amount of health. That is 2 million health? Huge resistance. However, it does have a very low amount, in fact, a negative electric resistance. So that's something to look at if you're using these mods, at the resistances and the strengths of these bugs. So laser is also very low, which means, like I have in my personal power armor, which I'll show you, we have some laser defenses, so that should shred this. But like physical and fire is going to do basically nothing to this. And then just another one I placed, a Spitter Boss, very high amount of health again. Pretty good resistance on most stuff except Explosion. And then, I mean, the damage on these is pretty ridiculous. This one you can see 96 acid damage a second, basically. This guy here does 700 physical damage, area effect size 9, and more physical damage. And then we have like these are the humanoids. So we have a boss with an electric rifle, high health again, pretty good resistances across the board, or at least even resistances. 140 electric damage it does. This one is a boss with grenades. So these are all the ones that add. So we have normal biters, of course, and then there's just a plethora of these humanoids. I'm not going to look at every single one, but there's ones with grenades all the way up to tier 10 on all of the types, I believe. So grenades, electric rifles, laser rifles, rocket launchers, cluster grenades, machine guns, more, all the way up to tier 3, or tier 10, sorry, of all this stuff. Rocket launcher, laser rifle, like I said. And there's some like different types of them. You can see sniper rifles even. And then a ton of biters. So we have Brutal Big Biter, which is kind of just an upgraded version of a Big Biter. Put some of those down. And then we have Brutal Behemoth, small, medium, normal. And then we have the Giant of Hell. The giant of multiple giants of hell. Each one is just even more terrifying on their damage and health and all that stuff. And then we have like giant blues, multiple giant blues here. Rock beast, which is what I placed. Brood mother, all kind of stuff here that is just ridiculous. Again, I can't show every single one. This would be a 30-minute video. And then we have monstrous fireworms. I've placed a huge worm up there. Acid worms, all kind of stuff. Same with spitters, tons and tons of spitters. Spitter boss, again, kind of like what I placed there. This one looks even more terrifying though. And then we have the volcano. So this is the volcano I mentioned. It's this guy here that will kind of just spew fire and lava and damage stuff around it. And then we have underground hole. I assume for like some sort of biter invasion or worm invasion. So that seems pretty interesting. And there we go. So that's what we had to work with. I'm going to do some demonstrations. I'm probably going to die, more than likely. So we're going to hop out of the editor here. So I have my power armor. It's being charged. It has a ton of lasers in it. And these guys are absolutely terrifying, horrific. Okay, so this guy is, well, wrecking me. I'm basically dead already. So this guy, I'm dead. So, and I even had 2 level 2 shields. You know, so adding a mod that adds some sort of military, I think would be very, very smart. There's all kind of mods I spotlight a lot to add military type of stuff. And of course, I'm going to die here. So these guys are pretty ridiculous. You know, like I said, I'm going to die. I can't really show this without dying, without adding a bunch of other mods. But what we could do is we could restart really quick, and I can just very quickly do this, and then I can maybe just put something down that's not going to insta-kill me. So if we want to demonstrate, maybe without the humanoids, but I want to show you like this, find one of those rock biters. So let's pull the one we had. I think it was this one, so this rock beast. Maybe we'll just try with this guy. And then the spitter, I think I had some sort of spitter boss. That's terrifying. All kind of spitter boss. So many spitter. Monster, acid spitter. I'll just give that a try. Why not? And then we're going to come over here. So, yeah, tons of stuff to add. You could, you know, if you wanted to combine this with a bigger mod, like I know Factorio adds some different military stuff. I know that there's all kind of mods that just add a huge amount of military things, even just standalone mods. So I'm just gonna do that, get some damage in there, and get the batteries charging, and get our shields, and let's go see if we can even take this on. Now, theoretically, the Rock Beast should be very vulnerable to my lasers. They're very slow, too, at least idle. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen once I aggro them. And I'm instantly dead, so there you go. Good demonstration. I know, that's the point of the video, guys. I'm gonna die. But there you go. So that's the mod. I think it's fun. I think, like, if you add stuff for higher level military, and you want a challenge to go with that, definitely worth checking this out. It is very popular based on the amount of downloads. There is, as always, going to be a link in the description to the mod portal where you can check it out. And yeah, I've spotlighted a bunch of mods to add military stuff, better versions of things, different things. So you can check through my Spotlight playlist or just take a look on the mod portal, and I'm sure you can find some great stuff that will be a good counterpart to this. But anyway, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any questions and such below, and until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.